Well, howdy partners, welcome back to the Video Cowboy. Today we'll talk about the Cisco Kid. The Cisco Kid was actually a character created by O. Henry. You probably read stories by O. Henry when you were just a little buckaroo in school. But I don't know why that's a surprise, because at the beginning of every episode they told you the Cisco Kid was by O. Henry.
Here's adventure. Here's romance. Here's O. Henry's famous Robin Hood of the Old West, a Cisco Kid.
Cisco Kid, played by Duncan Ronaldo, and his sidekick Pancho, played by Leo Carrillo. These two guys were supposedly desperados that rode across the Southwest helping the downtrodden. They were always helping someone who was being taken advantage of by a corrupt lawman or some banker that was trying to steal their ranch. But now these two guys, supposedly desperados, we never knew that they did anything outside of the law, ever. They were always the good guys. Now, the Cisco Kid was a fantastic program. It was filled with all sort of Mexican stereotypes. But the catch to that is none of the actors were Mexicans. Leo Carrillo, who played Pancho, had been in California. Well, his family had been there since before it was California. Actually says he was of Castilian descent. It was a Spanish soldier who came over to California way back in the 1700s. And his family had been very active in California politics for many, many, many years. As a matter of fact, in California today, you can go to the Leo Carrillo State Park. Now, Duncan Ronaldo, that's a little different. You see, Duncan Ronaldo was born in Romania. At least that's the way the story goes. Here's what happened with Duncan Ronaldo. He was in America, probably because he got off of a French steamship somewhere in Baltimore, kicked around the country, ended up in Hollywood, became an actor. But the federal government caught up with him, and they actually prosecuted Duncan Ronaldo for defrauding the government, for saying he was a citizen, for falsifying a passport, and for perjury at his trial. He at one time said he was from Camden, New Jersey, but the feds produced a birth certificate from Romania, a little village that was actually very close to Transylvania. So that was the story on Duncan Ronaldo. He was convicted and sentenced to a $2,000 fine and 2 years in prison. But the president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, pardoned him, and he went right back to acting. They rode horses named Diablo for the Cisco Kid, and Loco was the name of the horse that Pancho rode on. The really interesting thing about this program is that it was shot in color starting in 1949, and they shot in color all the way up until 1956. But only 0.05% of all the TVs were color TVs, and most of those were in laboratories or in somebody's office in a tech company, but they shot in color. And it wasn't any big Technicolor production or anything like that. Nope, they shot on Kodachrome, just like the film we used to buy before we all had digital cameras. It was a great program. Every week they would ride across the Southwest in beautiful scenery, all shot in Simi Valley in California. So here's to the Cisco Kid and Pancho, who ended every program just like this.
Oh, Pancho! Oh, Cisco!
Hasta la vista, vaqueros. I'll be seeing you, Wranglers.